everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. With me again, I am Nyimas Maharani Shalima from English Education 1 with student number 2010205005. Here, I would like to deliver you a summary from things that I have watched for completing my critical listening assignment with Yuniasari M.Pd. Alright, in this context, I will kindly share to you about things that you need to avoid and do for your pronunciation improvement by Zafira Akila as a scholarship awardee at Osaka University, Japan. Let me begin with first tips. Overload words make you overwhelmed. I also understand that why most of people did, because I did. Yes, I did it until I know it is not effective enough to do for my pronunciation learning. Well, I go back to my reason that I understand most of people is cramming as many words as possible that hopefully they can pronounce anything freely without out of stock words. But guys, do you realize that it is make you confused and have other role to keep the words in your mind tightly? In case the words you collect are overloaded actually because you're cramming the words more and more until you're confused which words are going to be used. Like Zafira Akila said, it will be hard for you to understand how you can apply them in specific context. So that is why it is okay for you to have simple vocabulary, but you know how to use it in any context. You know how to say it. You know how to pronounce it and use it as well in pronunciation learning and improvement. Okay, second point, be positive for you. It is all about your fear, our fear, my fear. Yes, I ever felt this as non-native speaker. I agree as what Zafira Akila said, as non-native speaker, most of people are to focus on the grammar, vocabulary, and need to say it correctly. All the things are being our basic reason to be afraid for showing up our pronunciation. To be honest, I ever feel it by the time sometimes it makes me stress. But as a never stop learner, I found the business for this problem. Like she said, we just need to be more kind with ourselves if we are non-native speaker and specifically as a learner. Just remember it, then you will take a deep breath, which it means you try to stop understand to be friendly with all of your fear during your pronunciation is showing up. Last but not least thing that you need to put in your mind is you are well pronounced as a native speaker. If they still understand what you are saying about, even though you feel that you are not have good pronunciation enough for some words. And finally, say to your own self that it is okay, and let us explore and improve more about pronunciation. Here we go to the last but not least tips about face the reality. Yes, did you know that focusing too much on input and there's nothing for the output is the worst thing for improving your pronunciation? I hope you realize it, and do not get me wrong, that I also did this. Due to I was a shy kid who loved English lessons since I was in elementary school, that in fact, English will be better with practice. If I'm not get up from the comfort zone, from the shy zone, what I'm going to be? Maybe I cannot stay in calm in front of camera to take the video, speak English for accompanying you virtually on YouTube, and confident for all. Overall, I'm so grateful for my random self so that I can re-deliver this for you guys who is feeling this problem as what I did. Back to the main point about practicing. Well, practicing is the most crucial point not only for pronunciation improvement but also for everything related to society. Talking about practice makes perfect. I understand that there is no perfection because it is only belong to Allah. But there is no wrong if you try to be the better by practicing. If you only practice for yourself, it means you only prepare for the input. But if the opposite, if you practice in front of your friends or siblings, it means you have tried to have best preparation for the output. And that is great.
As non-native speaker, people know that we are learning. People know that we are not perfect, and therefore, when we say something and it comes out incorrect, it doesn't matter because they still understand what you're trying to say. And if you say it out loud, chances are they might be able to help you correct your pronunciation or your grammar.
Alright everyone, I think that is all as my summary that I can kindly deliver to you all. Of course, for the clear tips, you can watch the video from Zafira Akila as my search with the title, How I Practice My English Pronunciation. And I also drop the link on my description box on my YouTube. There's no hope except for sharing by re-delivering the tips as a fellow pronunciation learner. Thank you for having me until the end. Have a powerful Ramadan. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.